Hey y'all, welcome in. Welcome in. If you are new or just passing through my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie if you're returning. Welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them. I may say them and I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the recent past, the present, or the future. Just take the parts that are resonant for you now. Leave the rest behind. If you would like to book a personal more line with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and I invite you to join me for a session. I also want to point out too, I haven't had time to do it because I realize trying to maintain more than one channel is really hard, so I don't know how other people do it. My readings do tend to reach into the future just a little bit, so if you go back into my archives maybe 6 to 8 months, you may find some titles back there that are more resonant for you now in the present, if this one doesn't resonate for you, okay? But like I said, take what's yours, leave the rest behind. And if you'd like to book a personal, all my information is below. My books are always open. Join me for a session. Also, now is a good time to book your 12-month and 6-month predictions coming into 2026. So if you want to get on the books for that, I would suggest booking those early. Well, let's see what's happening. Well, it looks like you've got some people that have come together. I don't even say it's like behind your back, but there are some people who are working together. And I feel like what they've tried to do is they've tried to, I don't know. I heard cloak and dagger. And I'm like, and not that I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means in the context of what I'm saying. But I heard it very clearly, cloak and dagger. Okay. But what it kind of looks like is you've got some people here. Oh God, the downloads are crazy. I'm a little reluctant to say what I just heard. Okay. I heard build a bitch. I heard build a bitch. Literally, that's exactly the way I heard it. I heard cloak and dagger first, and then I heard build a bitch. It's kind of like people coming together trying to figure out a way to undermine something that you might be doing. And, you know, bitch is gender neutral, so it could be anybody. But it's kind of like people coming together to craft a copycat version of who you are in an attempt to try to do something nefarious as it relates to you. Okay. Well, let's get into it. Yeah, it kind of feels like somebody who wanted, because I feel like the goal may have had something to do with, like, I don't know, some type of, like, again, if this is something to do with, like, somebody trying to come together to make a copycat version of you. There is an element of communication, so it could have something to do with, like, the theft of intellectual property. We haven't actually talked about that in some time. It's been a while since that trope has kind of crossed my board. I mean, it comes across loosely, but not enough for me to, like, really talk about it. But this feels very much like it's the same energy, though. It's kind of like people coming together to try to, like, create a copycat version of you, right? But then they're waiting on something to happen, but it doesn't actually take place. Because I feel like whatever it was, especially if you're an entrepreneur, and even though I don't necessarily have that energy out here, when I think of the theft of intellectual property, it makes me think of, you know, like work, the work that you do, whatever it is, whatever that is. But even your thoughts on social media or whatever, that's intellectual property. That's shit comes out of your head, right? But the reason why it's not working, because I see that it's not working, but the reason why it's not working and it hasn't created any changes for you is because you are balanced. You are, because remember in the last few readings we talked, I was like, I'm not really sure what the correlation, and I keep seeing it. I've been seeing it of late. Like there's a correlation between like your mental state, your mental and emotional state. And as long as you stayed balanced and you stayed good, they lose. Whatever it is that they're doing, they lose because you're in this very, you're like in this kind of zenned out state. I like it. Honestly, I like it. They can't do anything to shake that. Okay, we love it. What's in the environment right now? What's in the environment? And the last reading that I did, I used oracle cards. I didn't use any tarot cards, but I'm like, this is very similar to the very last reading that I did. It's kind of funny because I feel like somebody here's literally been watching, they're like watching to see if what they've been doing was actually going to work, right? But it feels like this energy that's affecting them, and this is in the environment so people can actually see it. They see it. One more card, please. Ooh, okay. So the last reading that I did today, we talked about, I'm like, that pressure cooker feeling where somebody is starting to feel the pressure of whatever lies that they've been telling, because the lie is here. Whatever lie that they've been telling, they're starting to feel the pressure of that because and I feel like right now what they're doing is, this could be anybody else. This could be somebody outside of this main person, but it feels like there's somebody watching, like they're looking to see if you're having some type of, ending or downfall, if something has come to an end for you. But what's happening it feels like what's happening in the foreground, this doesn't look like this, all bad energy. It doesn't feel like it's here for you, because I don't feel this, and I know what side of the collective I'm on, so none of these things are happening to me. It's kind of like this feels like to me like an end of what somebody is witnessing, is like an end of certain stagnation that you may have been experiencing, and what they're receiving on the flip side of it is literally all of the things that they may have wanted for you. They may have wanted you to fall on hard times. They may have wanted you to, be unable to like do things and travel and all that. This just looks like a whole bunch of misfortune and endings and stagnation while you are being presented with new opportunities. So they may have been trying to bring you down or bring some demise to you. Yeah, look at that. Somebody here has been trying to knock you off your square, and it's just, it's just not working. Now in the background, other people that they've been dealing with may start to, yes, okay. So here's a lie, and here's a lie. So somebody had been trying to hide something from you or hide something from other people. Here's illumination. Here's illumination. But these are lies here. Illumination is coming. So don't worry about it, okay? And you know how I've been saying, like, if you walked away from somebody, the moment you walked away, you became a target. You can even see that here. It's like you walk away and then there's this illumination of, like, all of these things and attempts to try to, like, slow you down, to block your progress, things that have been done in the background in order to, and I think this person, whoever this is, they spent a lot of time focusing on trying to cover their tracks, is what I heard. Because I do have the sense of somebody here just trying to play mind games and try to figure out how to win. And the thing that they're trying to win, that Ace of Pentacles, we know that they've been chasing. We've been We have been chasing that pentacle, and I don't necessarily know if we've been chasing it per se, but we know that it's kind of like hovering around very, very close, and these people have been playing keep away from you. You're about to find out all about it. Oh, and they are whoever this, I don't know what they did, but whatever they did, they are worried about, they're worried about the potential of incarceration. They're worried about going to jail. They are absolutely worried about going to jail. They're worried about, because because I think we talked about that in the last reading. There was a legal component, and if they did something illegally, they were worried. Even in that last reading, they were worried about incarceration. But also there was an arrogance, because I think the person we were talking about, I said it looked like, the energy just kind of felt like somebody older, like, I'm old and I'm decrepit and ill or whatever. They would never incarcerate a little old person. Okay. But it also could be spiritual jail, so this person could also be kind of worried about them losing their own marbles by being in isolation at this point. Baby, I'm telling you, it don't matter what deck I use, but every single time I get to the point of what is the blockage, like either what's the blockage or what they need to release, it's always the company that they keep. It's the same thing here. I also get the impression that this person or the group of people, because I do have a group of people, they may have celebrated prematurely. They thought they were getting away with something, and that's not really what's happening. So I do feel like again, there is a potential that all the people that were involved, this person had been manipulating people to do their bidding. And what they were doing was, all of the decisions that they made, that they were kind of, encouraging these other people to get involved with, they were moving them around like chess players. I mean, you play checkers, they play checkers and you play chess. You're a little bit more strategic, and that's the reason why what they've been doing isn't been working on you, and it doesn't even touch you. They're waiting in vain. It ain't never going to touch you. Meanwhile, this person has been puppeteering these other people. And I think the concern is that, and especially if you get one person a turn, baby, it could be really, really bad. It could be really, really bad. Oh, wow. And whatever these people have worked towards, okay, remember now I am getting this energy. We talked about this intellectual property. We talked about the Build-A-Bitch. I see people trying to create, I don't know, it's weird. I heard create an image, but that's not where I was going with that thought. But it kind of feels like what they need to relate. These people, all of these people that were involved, felt some sense of entitlement to whatever it is that you are maybe building or creating for yourself. These people feel entitled to what is yours, without putting in any effort of their own, without any of that, without the benefit of any of that. Ooh, and the lesson here is they would never be successful going up against a person that is deeply connected to God. God's like, none of that. We're not having none of that. We're not having none of that. So if they're unhappy about the state of their being right now, it's because you're being protected. They're going up against God's chosen, and they don't really have no choice but to stand down. Okay. Oh, wow. This person this person or a group of people, there's somebody here going through dark night of the soul. Very much could be dealing with depression, sleepless nights. I want to say it's all of the people that were involved. I also have the energy here of somebody getting some negative karma, but the thing is that here's the one thing that I need to point out. While they may be getting negative karma, it's because they made a deliberate choice. Like, we're given opportunities and time to have a free choice, free will choice of making decisions for ourselves. Yes, there are certain things in our life that are like destined and fated to happen. But there are also opportunities where we have a say in it. We can make a choice at certain points of on our timeline where, now we need to go this way. We're presented with the opportunity, and you get to go this way or this way. You choose, and when you choose, the universe will then go in the direction that you choose, trying in an effort to support the decision that you've made. So this person made a willful decision. Now they're kind of like, oh shit, now my life is on fire because of the decisions that I made. Okay. And it's literally what has caused. And it's interesting. I think, one, these people coming up against you is what has caused disharmony in the relationships. While all you've had for these people, you had nothing but love for them, right? But the moment you may have detected that these folks were trying to play in your face, you may have withdrawn it. You may have gone silent. Even though you still wear your heart on your sleeve and you're still, I think you also intuitively understood or knew what was going on behind your back. Yeah, look. I kind of feel like these people were I don't know. These people were waiting for something to happen, but you're not in that energy. Like, you're not connected to anything that's toxic. You've already released any kind of toxicity or devil energy that has been around you or in your auric field, and you are happy, right? Listen. And if they did pay a practitioner, whether this person whether the ringleader is a practitioner or they have gone to a practitioner, this person may pose as a practitioner and they don't actually have any real intuition. So whatever they've actually tried to do to you, like I said, it's just kind of bouncing off of you. It is literally just bouncing off of you. And even if people were trying, because this here almost kind of feels like somebody trying to influence other people, like, to ruin your reputation or whatever, right? It's like slander. Trying to ruin your reputation. Yeah, that could be it. Like, because, yeah, ruining your reputation would absolutely prevent you from getting new opportunities. But the thing is that even their attempts to do that doesn't change the way people view you. Does that make sense? It doesn't change the way people view you. I think I said it a few readings ago. I was like, whatever little cast of word magic that had people all kind of confused and shit, that stuff's starting to wear off. Yeah. See, this is the thing. They've been watching to see if, like, your life is plummeting, but the thing is that you've healed. Like, you healed the component, you healed the thing. Like, so if they had tried to cause, okay, I'm going to tell you what this looks like. Yes. I'm like, I can see before the cards even pull out. I don't even. Yeah. They were hoping, it's funny, they were hoping to kind of put a kibosh on all the things that would make you happy, right? But here's the thing. You've already moved out of the energy. So while they are trying to, I've been said this, they have been trying to keep you in this energy of disappointment and sadness and depression and trying to send you back to that sunken place. But you've already healed and moved on. They did not expect that this tower, I kept saying, like, these are all like bad cards, like the first layer of cards in the environment. There are technically, like, I would consider them like bad cards, kind of. But I was saying, it doesn't feel like it's bad for you. It doesn't feel like it's affecting you. It's because it's not. This tower is not even yours. This Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the tower is not for you. It's them. Because you've already moved on from it. So the things that they're trying to throw at you, they don't affect you. I've been talking about this. They don't affect you because you're not on the same timeline. You're not even operating from the same space. They were trying to affect, like, you know, trying to maybe even stagnate you to make you sad and all this stuff. But you still are getting opportunities. You're still winning. You're still having opportunities sent your way. And they're out here with literally no protection. They're out here with no protection. And the thing is that even with all the lies and the lies that people have spread about you and your inability to properly defend yourself because you're not present, you're still getting these opportunities. This Ace of Pentacles is still here for you. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody here, and it's a mother figure. God damn this woman. The moon and the Seven of Swords together. The sun and the moon side by side with the Seven of Swords. So there is going to be some illumination around. Okay, I'm going to tell you what this woman did not want people to know. Oh, look at that. Okay, so in the background, this very well may have something to do with your family. This could definitely be your mother or mother figure. Does not have to be yo mama, but a mama, right? That's connected to you. This woman, I feel like, okay, you know how I talk about divine feminine, you know, like divine feminine has the capacity and the ability to like create things out of dust, right? So say you got some type of bright idea. I am getting kind of an entrepreneurial vibe, but not necessarily. You could be like a content creator or something like that. We'll use that trope. You could be a content creator, right? You get some bright idea. And now, because somebody here, and I want to say that part of this idea, whatever it is that you're doing or pursuing, that is also a part of your healing process. I do need to point that out. Now, oh, you know, it's interesting. I'm kind of getting like a weird low-key stalker thing. I don't know why my eyes were called to look at this one card, and I see a window in the corner, and I'm like, I don't know if this person's like kind of trying to watch. I don't know how close they are to you. I'd be very cautious. I got Ring cameras all over my property, so I always know what's going on, but I would be cautious. Anyway, it kind of feels like whatever this thing is that you wanted to pursue, this mother figure, mother energy, may have been trying to communicate, may have been saying things or communicating things to try to put, like I said, like trying to put a kibosh on whatever it is that you're trying to do. Literally trying to steal your thunder, right? Ever since you walked away. Now, what people are kind of seeing, this woman is, number one, she's very selfish and very self-serving, and also very, she's not very nurturing, not nurturing at all. You may have walked away from this person because the relationship was imbalanced. Like, you might have been doing all the giving and she was just there doing all the taking. So you, of course you walk away. Of course you walked away. You might have even kept to yourself just like the dissatisfaction or the fact that you never felt loved or something like that. You may have actually kept that to yourself. I kind of get the impression that this woman likes to give off the vibe that she is, you know, like the epitome of mother, and that everything is good, and, you know, I'm happy or whatever. But that's not really it. Now for you, I'm getting an interesting energy. This feels like maybe at one point, this kind of feels like being at a crossroad of, like a crossroad of your loyalty between, like, say, your family and like maybe your own personal choices. Like, I'm not even gonna say like if you're a partner or anything like that, because I don't necessarily have those cards either. But it's like, it's kind of like the energy of maybe feeling confused, because, like, you know, you think that the end all be all should be like, you know, your total happiness would also, you would think, include like having your family around you. Like, maybe you thought that these people, because I don't know who they are, but they also could be family members, but you may have thought that these people, like your cousins and all that stuff, like, these people will be around me all, like, forever. Like, I will always have these people around me, right? You may have had a little cousin sidekicking with your mama to go up against you. Female presenting. Oh, I've never paid attention to this moon card. I do think that this person has been doing some kind of like moon magic, though, behind your back. It's just weird. I kind of just see, I just feel like there's just like all this weird ass energy, but it doesn't appear to be hitting you. I wish you could see like the imagery in my, I wish you could see the imagery in my head. Lord, it's a lot. It's like a lot of colors, and I just see like all this swirls of like this negative energy. It's like all these weird colors or whatever, but you're in a bubble. You're in a bubble. There, it's so it's not hitting you. It's not affecting anything. Time-wise, I gotta go pick up my daughter in a minute. They're worried about, okay, not only are they worried about incarceration, the potential of incarceration, they are worried about losing their resources. They are worried about losing their stability there, but they're mostly worried about being left behind. Dang. Part of their blockage, I said, is partially it's the company they keep. It's the company that they keep. They want to be so, it's weird. It's like they're so focused on everything and everybody else and not their own life, but their whole life is like on fire and blowing up while they're hyper focused on trying to take you down with them. Or really, they think they're immune to it, so they're just really trying to take you down. They're not even thinking, they don't think that it's affecting them, but they are, I don't know, I can't even describe it. They're so hyper focused on you, they don't even see what's happening with their own life. And the fact that they feel like they're so superior, that's one of the main things that's blocking them energetically. And the fact that they're disloyal as hell. Like whoever like I said, they feel entitled to whatever you've worked for. Whatever you've created, whatever you've worked for, whatever you do that brings you happiness and stability, whatever you have started to do, embodied since you've walked away from this person or people, they feel entitled to it. And what they need to release is the energy of them trying to block you from trying to progress forward. Like I just see like all this weird energy of them trying to block you and stop you. Like they just have been doing it repetitively, not realizing that all they're doing is stagnating themselves. It's like they wanted you to be alone, child. Now they alone. Folks are starting to walk away from them. They cannot succeed against God. They are losing everything, and they potentially could be losing a home as well. All because they wanted to be boss bitch. This is somebody that is connected to your past that you don't have warm and fuzzy feelings about. You do see them for who they are. And this person ultimately has just hemmed themselves up. Whether they use black magic, because I do kind of have that element out here. And it feels like even when they were trying to do their little juju or whatever, it hasn't affected you in the least bit. And if they thought that they were trying to make you come back, all it did was just make you keep going. Like you didn't look back. And if that's what they were anticipating, it didn't happen that way. It didn't quite happen that way. Look at you out here twice. Yeah, Queen of listen, you listen to your intuition. You're very, very clear. There's no confusion here. And I do feel like they've been trying to do things to put you in a state of mind. It's almost like they feel the energy that I'm getting. It's kind of like if I call you crazy enough, you will believe that you're crazy. Child, you don't believe that. You know better. You know better. Yeah, you're probably, and if they do try to approach or whatever, you're probably, here's the thing. Like I said, you're happy, like having been, moved away from this situation. They may have even expected you to come back, right? But you're rejecting the idea and concept of heartbreak and despair. Like you're not even, like, I don't even get the impression that you miss anybody that you walked away from. And look at that. See, that's what they're worried about for you. They were worried about, or like what they wanted for you. They wanted to change. It's kind of like a destiny swap. That's honestly, now that I'm looking at it, like all the cards together, it's kind of like a destiny swap. Somebody here is very jealous of your life. And I don't think that it's fair that you are living the life that you're living. But like if they were paying attention to their own lives, maybe they wouldn't be living the way that they're living right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the reason, because I said you're balanced. That's the reason why none of this shit actually worked. They wanted you to be all in balance, but you've healed that. This is not living in your head rent free. You're not ruminating over the situation. Your life turned around the moment you kind of unlocked and left that shit behind. You're not even focused on it. I think I said it yesterday. You're way stronger than this person or this practitioner. Or a couple of practitioners, child. Could be more than one. But you're stronger than they are. Your spirit team is stronger than they are. Oh, those are cups. Yeah, I said they celebrated prematurely. Oh, yeah, they celebrated prematurely. Yep. They worked together, and because, and I said, remember, I've said it before, they worked with other people to try to bring you down, baby. They all getting it. They all getting a taste of it. That's the truth. That's the truth. And if there is something, if they did something illegal, that's the truth right there. Child, folks is unhappy. Unhappy. If people came together, excuse me, if people came together in an attempt to tear you down, the truth is being seen, and they are not happy about it, because it's being seen that all these people, I'm telling you, everybody that was involved is getting a taste of this karma. Yep, you moved on, and you're happy now that you're gone. And it's crazy because this is funny. This Ten of Cups is clarifying this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. But this Ten of Cups has 3 people in the card. Since when do you know the Ten of Cups to include a third party? She wants in on it. And she's hoping that your unconditionally loving nature will make you choose, child, and you not give. Because I'm telling you, this person just is, if they are coming towards you, they want a handout. They want what you have. And it's kind of crazy because I even see it out here too. Like, even if this person or people, or it could have been a bunch of other people, they could have been more financially stable, and, you know, and when you were at a time of need, like say you were at the bottom half of the wheel, instead of offering to help you even with a solution, no, you weren't asking for a handout, but even offering like to help turn me in the right direction, give me some solutions so that I can kind of get myself out of this situation, nobody came to your aid. That was a deliberate choice. They did it on purpose. They actually enjoyed watching you grovel, like when you had a need. And I think you didn't even do that. Like when you really had a need, you just kind of like buckled down and figured the shit out, right? I feel like part of everything that was orchestrated was meant to like bring you to your knees so that you come crawling back, so that you can beg and ask for help. But you did not do that. God gave you the strength to keep on going and push through. So congratulations. Like I said, you're much stronger than this person or these people. So they worried about being iced out and being left out in the cold, potentially even being incarcerated. That's on them. And it's funny because this Two of Swords, these people are not blindfolded. So it's basically like other people can actually see the decisions that this person made, and that they were being greedy and selfish. And they felt there was a sense of entitlement. They felt that they deserved it. Child. Look at these lies. It's the blockage is the lies, an attempt to try to, you know, outsmart you, win. Really, they just wanted to win. So they told lies in an attempt to keep. See, the very secrets that this person, it was like somebody speaking with a forked tongue, but it's like the very words that they were using to create this confusion. Now people are kind of looking at it. They're like, well, this is what they said, but I'm looking at, even though they said this, I heard them say it, but I'm looking at what the evidence is in front of me. Do you know what I mean? So this person was going around telling people the shit that they wanted to hear, and those folks signed on, right? Oh my God. And if they, see, here's the thing, they need to tell the truth. And they mad about it. They did something for money. For very superficial reasons, because they like the look of opulence, is what I heard. And part of what they need to release is, I feel like they're mad about it, but they need to tell the truth about either the way that they've acquired their wealth. I mean, we know, we already know. I'm not going to dig too much into that. We already know. That's crazy. said the lesson, one of the original lessons from down here was like they're unhappy because they went up against God. They went up against God. Part of the lesson is it wasn't so much that they went up against God. They thought they were better than God. I can't even explain the energy that I feel just in this one section. I don't think this person truly believes in the divine. They don't have a relationship with God at all. They don't have a relationship with God. I mean, and I don't take this very lightly, and I don't say this very lightly, but I feel like this person, when they die, they going to hell. This person's going to hell. They didn't have loyalties to God. They felt that they were better than. This is somebody who lost their divinity a long time ago. They refused to change. Despite everything that God put in front of their face, they refused to do the work. They refused to put an end to this bullshit. So God is stripping them one by one of all of the things that they thought that they needed in order to be comfortable. Those things are all being stripped. The title, the respect, the home, the love, the adoration, the people, the money, everything. Oh my God, when I say you reap what you sow, damn. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse of Justice. Definitely reap what you sow, right? You got this bright idea. And this person, whatever it was, they were greedy. Because this feels like they may have felt like they didn't have enough. And God was trying to show them, like, you have more than enough. Like, why do you need all this up here that don't belong to you? Why do you need to go after the collective to take what the collective has when you have more than the collective? But you made a conscious decision to do what you did, to be how you were, and now justice is getting ready to be served. I ain't mad at it. Not one bit. Not one bit. So there may be good news or a surprise. You may have to take somebody to court. You may have to sue somebody, and they're mad about it. They're mad about it. Oh, look, there's, okay, so somebody did do something to steal from you. They may have exploited the other people that were involved. They may have, like, there's something about, like, they like being worshipped. It's the attention. Somebody likes attention. So they were puppeteering all these people. They got into this alliance with these folks, trying to take something that belonged to you. Potentially a real estate investment. Marionette. Like, marionette. Like, literally, there was some type of puppeteering. This person worked together with other people. Indulgence. They work with other people, trying to live the good life. And now they're afraid, dealing with depression, paranoia, and phobia. This person is a soulmate, or there's a soulmate involved. They need help. I want to say withdrawal, and you ain't got, you're not there for that. So it's funny because this feels like a victim mentality. They're lonely. They may be in isolation. But now they're a victim of the very thing that they wanted for you. They may have bribed people or tempted people, paid them in order to participate. Yeah, this person needs to, they don't understand. Like, you could be an introvert. So if you're an introvert and say this person who's been trying to get under your skin is an extrovert, they don't really understand folks like us. Like, I like being by myself. I like a lot of alone time. A lot of it. Why? Because I love myself. I like my own company. This person doesn't understand that. I said they came up against God's chosen, and now they are dealing with all kind of misfortune. They're dealing with misfortune because they continued to try coming after you. And you were able to persevere through all of it. And instead of, ooh, look at that. Now somebody may be transitioning. There could be an end to the relationship or the connections and the collaboration. I also kind of get an energy here too that this person, somebody here may have been getting tarot card readings. You could be a tarot reader. Their goal was to create conflict by way of ritualistic indoctrination. They wanted to do juju over you to kind of create rifts in your life. Okay, now I gotta pick up my daughter. But I do feel like there may be an end to the collaborative work that they were doing. It could be because, like I said, people are seeing the truth and folks may be hesitant to work with them anymore because they remember you as being a sweetheart. Like I said, whatever that little juju magic that they've been doing over people to like cloud their thought or cloud their perception or whatever, it's dissipating, it's dissolving. So now people are actually able to like see the truth. They know the real. Okay, I'm gonna do these dice and then I gotta go pick up my kid. Ooh. Ah! Ah! Alright, so this landed on the 7th house. So we have the 7th house, the 3rd house. 7th house is out here twice, and Libra is out here. So we know Libra is the natural 7th house of relationships. And we have the 12th house of endings. 3rd house communications, also siblings. I have the moon. Is this Pluto? No, this is Uranus. So I have the moon, which is Cancer. 4th house could also be like a mother energy. Uranus is ruled by Aquarius, which is also the 11th house, which is your social networks. Then I have Aries, the South Node, which is now in Virgo, and Aries. Oh, I have Aries out here twice, actually. So Aries out here twice with the South Node, the Moon, Uranus, sudden changes with somebody, how somebody feels. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonated for you, gave you clarity or confirmation of your own story, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm and get in front of the eyes that need to see us the most. If you'd like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. I invite you to join me for a session. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the likes, shares, subscribes, tips, donations, super thanks, the new bookings. You guys rock. I hope everybody has a really good, if you are out taking your kids or taking kids trick-or-treating, I hope you have a good, safe evening. My kid is several inches taller than me, and yes, we are going trick-or-treating tonight. So I hope everybody has a really good evening. I hope you have an awesome weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.